Hi, my name is Mac and I would like to welcome you to the St. Sabina Praise Report. Here you'll find a series of updates, announcements, feature stories, and detailed information involving us here at the Faith Community of St. Sabina. On June 21st at 10 a.m., join us on our Sabina Live broadcast as we celebrate our fathers and welcome guest speaker John Fountain. Fountain is a professor at Roosevelt University as well as a well-known columnist for the Chicago Sun-Times. We're excited to have him join us, and he's been a long-time supporter of us here at the Faith Community of St. Sabina. On June 18th, in collaboration with the Hope Wellness Group, we'll be giving out free food and free produce to the community at 2 p.m. in our main parking lot. On Monday, June 22nd, our Martin Luther King Outreach Center will be open. As you know, we've been working extremely hard toward opening our MLK Center to the community, and things have been going quite well. This will be the central location for our Strong Futures mentoring group, and I had the opportunity to walk over with Father Flager, Ricky Harris, and Father Tulani just to check out how things have been developing, and we're very excited and we cannot wait to be another source for the community. On July 2nd, we'll also be partnering with Molina Healthcare, providing 200 meat bundles, which will be 2 pounds of hot dogs, 5 pounds of ground beef, and 3 pounds of chuck roast. We'll have the exact times and more information to come. The St. Sabina Employment Resource Center has been working non-stop these last few months. The ERC staff have been doing such a great job in providing job and unemployment support for community residents. This past week, they serviced so many clients, and they've done so many things such as virtual classrooms and other trainings to benefit people in the community. Any young person between the ages of 16 and 24 who's been looking for summer employment, please visit onesummerchicago.org. Once you go to the website to apply, select St. Sabina as the designated site, and we will ensure that you will find summer employment with us here at St. Sabina. The pay rate is $14 an hour, and currently setting up for 4 weeks of virtual training with 2 weeks of on-site work. We have a number of youth that have been accepted into the program thus far, so please hurry as spots are limited. We also have a state-funded program for 16 and 24-year-olds where they can make up to $15 an hour. Again, please go to our Employment Resource Center for more information on how you can sign up and be employed if you are between the ages of 16 and 24. If you or a family that you know is in need of food, please visit our Social Service Center located on 79th and May, that is 1120 West 79th Street. No family should go hungry during this time, and it's up to us. It's imperative that we stand up as a church and do what we have to do to help those who are in need. Please stay up to date with your tithes and offerings to the church during this time. We want to continue to maintain our building, serve the community, serve our children, and be what God has called us to be outside of the church to those most in need, because we believe that is what God has called us to do. However, we are limited if we're not obedient to God's call for us to give, so please remain consistent with your giving during this time. This past week, we took part in a very powerful march to reclaim the narrative of racism and police brutality that has been inflicted upon Black people in America. It was a beautiful display of power, unity, and love where fathers and young brothers from the community came together and made a very bold statement. We continue to raise our voices with others to proclaim that Black Lives Matter, and we will continue to fight to the day where racism is eradicated and unity and love is the norm. And now for an encouraging word from our Iron Sharpening Iron team.
Psalm 23 says, "The Lord is my shepherd, there is nothing I shall want." This psalm reminds me that whatever challenges I face in life, whatever issues I'm going through, I'm not alone, because my God is with me. He is Emmanuel, God with us.
Thank you for such an encouraging word. And now for this week's throwback, we look at our 2017 March for Peace, and Chicago author, artist, and poet, Mr. Harold Green, inspired us with his powerful words that led us to March for Peace.
See, the most dangerous game is a spectator sport. Bigotry bleeds from the bylines, spectators, audibles flowing from their mouth, but we don't let outsiders interfere around here. You can't enter around here. You better know your emergency exits. You better be ready for some turbulence. I'm from the Windy City, so we're used to the storm. We're ready for the wings to be dipping. It's the home of the king of chicken, but ain't never been no fear around here. We're only known for the sauce. It drip when we walk, it spread when we talk, but we ain't never been mild. But they swear that this the wild, wild west, like they gift you with a bulletproof vest when you disembark, but you ain't never been south or out west. You ain't never broke bread with the guys. You ain't never been out west. You just feed off of propaganda and lies, exploit the lives of those who have died, and we only ask that they rest in peace, but they become another pawn, a chess piece. In this game of thrones, this wicked game of loans, and my people been old, but they only getting taxed. We become hashtags while you playing grab bag with your pussycat like a douchebag. And you making a mockery of this already flawed system. That's a double negative that ain't adding up into a positive. When my city been fed up ever since you killed the chairman. See, you blow the heads off of the ones who lead us. You cut the hands off of the ones who lead us and feed us. Then you rip us apart from the ones who need us. You beat us, you play us, you slay us, and play us like we made the whole thing up. And yeah, I know that justice is blind, but she made sure that we called quarters for dimes and beat us with some bonds that was beyond us. And we whole people, but brought here beat into fraction-fed half-truths and whole lies. Then we wake up and realize that our lives matter. We only met with pushback, and that ends in divide. And I hear the negativity spewed in the so-called news. I'm fed up. Something just ain't adding up. Keep my city out your mouth. We'll shut your party down around here. Yeah. I just need you to understand that Chicago has an indomitable spirit. You can't beat us. Yeah. Chicago has an indomitable spirit. You can't beat us. Yeah. We are the pulse that flows through this nation. You better keep your eyes on us. Never have pity on us. I believe in us. I'm from Chicago, and that translates to I ain't never giving up.
And that's all for this week's Praise Report. Please make sure to follow us on Facebook as well as Instagram to stay up to date with our most current happenings. Join us every Sunday on our Sabina Live broadcast at 10 a.m. And until we meet again, be blessed and be a blessing to somebody.